Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Welcome to my channel Living with Spice. I'm going to be doing a general card reading for Gemini, and this is for the first week of July. So Gemini, it's not going to resonate on every level, so please only take the parts that fit your particular circumstances. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. So we're going to take a look at where your energy is focused and the guidance from the divine to assist you during this time. So Gemini, let's get into the reading to see what is in store for you. Gemini, thank you for joining us. This is for the first week of July, the 1st through to the 7th, or thereabouts. I'm recording this right at the end of June. I'll just go for one card, thank you, Spirit. So what's the overall message and theme for Gemini to know for this particular period of time? Thank you, Spirit. First week of July for Gemini. Okay. Got the thinking man. Goodness, did that come up last time? Not surprising really, because Gemini, you do like to think a lot, don't you? So this is the overall message. I'm feeling like it's a period of time where you are in a lot of deep reflection and having to think about things, thinking about the details of things, also looking at the bigger picture, the consequences of certain actions, strategizing, playing out or visualizing certain scenarios, and looking at the possible pathways and the possible outcomes. So yes, you are very much that thinking person, male or female, doesn't matter, where you're really looking further down the pathway as to potential outcomes. Yeah, and just really looking at assessing situations, you know, if I do this, it could lead to that, and looking at what your options are. You're being very reflective at this time, very careful and discerning. I am sensing a little bit of hermit energy in order to focus and to concentrate on certain things. There's an element of gathering information, and also about trusting your intuition around things, because part of what you're going through is about you trusting your intuition where there's no specific information, and trusting your past experiences and what you know. So it may not be clear to others, but it's going to become clear to you, and based on that you're going to probably need to action certain things. And so you're giving yourself plenty of time to look at the potentials and the different scenarios and the different options available. For many of you, you are visualizing, you're using your ability to visualize the outcome of things. So you're being very careful about your choices. Some of you are seeking spiritual guidance at this time to get clarity as well. You're also very mindful of your energy and making sure that you're in a space of clarity in order to make good decisions. So it's like keeping things simple in order to have clarity and to think things through. I like that. So that's the overall theme. Let's just see if there's anything additional to that card, the message for that card. It may also be that somebody turns up as well to assist you to think things through, to give you extra information or to educate you on a particular topic, whatever your inquiry is. So if there's something that you don't know, you're quite prepared to ask an expert or someone who knows more information in that particular area. You're looking at all aspects of something too, all sides of something, in order to understand it and to make good decisions going forward. Whatever you decide to do and where you decide to place your energy, Gemini, could also will have impact in terms of perhaps your personal or professional growth. So whatever it is that you decide right now, it will set in motion certain things for the future, and you're aware that your choices right now will impact your future. Now, the person in this card too could also represent a love interest that's coming your way. Now, that's an interesting take on it. It could also be the arrival of a male friend in your life. Now, this is the physical manifestation. Now, I was speaking in terms of your energy and where your focus is, but the book is also helping us to see there could be someone that arrives in your life to assist you with something, and it could be a male friend, someone who turns up in the physical. This person is there to assist you, to help you, to guide you, maybe give you a little bit of information in the area that you're inquiring about. Yeah. There's something about this that really is telling me that it's going to impact the future for you in a way that could be quite permanent. Yeah. Now, be aware of shadow energies around you, people that could distract you from your purpose. So we can, depending on how we're thinking about things, if our energy is positive, it leads to positive outcomes. If we are doubtful, skeptical, we start thinking of the worst case scenario, of course we're going to attract that energy, and that could come in the form of a person who, you know, is more likely to be interested in their own interests rather than yours, and that becomes a distraction then. So be aware of where you are focusing, what's important to you, without allowing distractions from others. So interesting. The person in this card could very much be, well, you, of course, which you could be quite psychic, you could be a healer, you could be a visionary person, someone who has the ability to see into the future. Depending on what your particular skill is, you also could be very good at writing, publishing, or some kind of healer on a spiritual perspective. It could be energy healing as well. Now, this card lets us know that you have strength, skill, and potential in this particular area. So your soul longs to serve in this way. Very interesting though. There's something here that could potentially be blocking this. It could be something or someone personal in your personal life, or it could be something about your professional life that is blocking you from following this pathway. Whatever that is, you're gaining clarity right now, and Spirit is asking you to be very discerning about your choices, because it's going to impact your future for the long term. It's time to really get clear on what's most important for you and what your soul most loves to do. Yeah. Whatever it is that you learn as part of your own soul growth and you love to learn, this is going to benefit others in your life as you share that learning as well. There's a lot of personal wisdom here, Gemini, and being the communicator in the zodiac, you love to share this with others. So whatever your particular expertise is here, you are in that space of really being very aware of how you can share your particular flavour, your skill, and from a point of view of healing. So beautiful. So a beautiful positive affirmation here is about being willing to learn new things and knowing that it's safe to be you, to be the real authentic you. Fantastic. Now I can notice that my computer's about to die, so I'm just going to pause for a moment. Sorry about that, I didn't want to lose the video right in the middle of the reading. Alright, so let's pull some cards here, Gemini, to see what is coming up for you going forward. 1st to the 7th of July. Very interesting card to start the reading and theme for the reading. So it's about your choices and looking at the different scenarios, and those choices are going to affect your future. So it's really coming to giving yourself an opportunity to examine all sides of the choices available to you at the moment, and really trusting in your particular skill set and what it is that you have to share, Gemini. Yes, there we go. 7 of Cups. That's what it's all about. 7 of Swords, my goodness, choices, thinking. Oh my goodness, and 8 of Swords. So just even to start with here, 7 of Cups is about really looking more deeply about what's meaningful to you in your life. Where are you feeling fulfilled and where are you not feeling fulfilled? So there's a lot of reflection going on here, Gemini, at the moment, pondering the options, and then a lot of mental thinking here. Goodness gracious. So yeah, deep in thought. Deep in thought. So it's looking at what's working, what isn't. It's also looking about and it's all with the view to planning the future and understanding what pathways what choices will take you down certain pathways. What's going to grow you professionally, personally, spiritually, financially. It's weeding out the things that you don't need and don't want and getting clarity around what's going to be most important to you. Now be very careful, Gemini, because you can get a little bit too wound up in your thoughts, and it can lead to this if you're not careful. It's feeling trapped, feeling stuck, not knowing what to do. Sometimes it happens to a Gemini when there's too much choice, let's just say. Oh dear, yeah. Listen to your soul. Perhaps it's more helpful to you, Gemini, to get out of your head and really understand what you are most passionate about. And that is, from a soul perspective, what lights you up, what is your particular skill, and approach it from that perspective rather than getting yourself all tied up in your thoughts. So if you're not getting the clarity, bring it back to what is simple. Keep it simple. That is the best way. And it's giving yourself time to think about things without rushing and understanding why you're thinking about something in a certain way. Are your thoughts leading down a pathway for a happy outcome? Is it the outcome that you want? So it's about learning to think in the best kind of way, keeping your energy positive, keeping it simple, coming back to your truth. Thank you, Spirit. What else for Gemini? Yes, I'm going to say, don't rush it. Don't rush your thinking. Avoid the temptation to make impulsive choices here, Gemini, okay? I'm feeling like this is actually your energy rather than someone else. It could be someone delivering a message to you or coming into your energy rather quickly. That also could be an opportunity, a situation. For some of you, okay, okay, yeah, you are evaluating a lot of things at the moment in terms of the future, Gemini. You're looking at all sides. Look how he's looking into the crystal here. Trying to get a feel for the future and what the future is, what you want to create, and all aspects of something. What's really important, Gemini, is to trust your intuition on what feels right for you. You do get to choose, of course. The pathway ahead is what's going to be best for you. So as you're going through this process of self-assessment, assessing the options, understanding what emotionally fulfills you and what's going to make you happy is very important and should be part of that thinking process. So you're trying to do the smart thing by preparing and planning. And it may be just as well, because if someone does come in with an idea or some information, you want to know that you're very clear about where you stand. And you don't want to be responding impulsively. You want to give yourself the time to really assess, well, is this right for you? Does it fit for you going forward? Is it going to lead to happiness for you and a potential happy outcome? Now, granted, there can be many pathways, many options in life, and not just the one perfect one. So don't get yourself too wound up that you have to pick the most perfect one. There never is a perfect one. All of these are potential choices. And perhaps, Gemini, you're feeling or believing that there's only one perfect choice. That's not true. We always have multiple choices in life. It's about how we approach them, and have we done a pretty good job at preparing and thinking through. The rest is just, life is about working it out as you go as well. We don't have all of our ducks lined up perfectly, so waiting for that perfection won't work either. That's not going to be a helpful strategy. Certainly understanding yourself well will serve you, but waiting for the perfect opportunity, that's probably not going to work. It's just going to send you more into procrastination and stuckness and anxiety at the end of the day. Now, as things are unfolding, I can see that that stuckness disappears, and we have the World card, which means victory and the completion of a cycle in your life, a completion of a chapter that perhaps has caused you a lot of mental anxiety and worry and things not being in flow, and you're done with that, which I'm really happy for you, Gemini, because this card represents completion of that chapter in your life. And following it is the Sun card, which is brilliant because it says that you've got happy days are coming as a result. So as you're completing one chapter in your life and moving on to the next, Gemini, you've got happy days ahead of you and a real sense of a fresh start and new beginnings, which is sort of waking you up and making you feel inspired and happy. You're connected with your soul, your spiritual self, you're understanding your purpose in life, and a real sense of freedom and, yes, that liberating feeling, and feeling open, feeling aware, ready to start something new. Beautiful message. All right, thank you, Spirit. What else for Gemini? Oh dear. Yes. So Gemini, you're done with the old. You definitely, this is the end of the road. You are actually saying goodbye to the burdens. You're letting them go. You're releasing them, Gemini, which is wonderful. That's good news. And you're in that sort of in-between stage of moving from the old into the new. But it's pretty much, you know that you're there now. You can taste it, smell it, feel it. You can see that sun. And this moon card here, it's you really facing the truth of your situation, of yourself, the light and the dark, the reality of things. You're allowing things to, you're no longer in denial. You're no longer repressing the things that have been difficult to see and feel and know. You are seeing the light and the dark now. You're preparing to face your inner truth. And this is what's helping you to transform into this new cycle in your life, which is beautiful. It does feel like a fresh start to me. And this is necessary to see the contrasts and not pretend the shadow doesn't exist. It does for all of us. You know, the light and the dark exists for all of us. It's facing the truth now that sets you free. It liberates you. It means that you're no longer putting so much energy into hiding, to defending, to self-protecting. That's a thing of the past now. You're letting that go. Goodness gracious, he hasn't come out of it too well. And Gemini, this is what you've been doing to yourself for such a long time. You've been in this energy of really, it's like self-torture. It's been a terrible time for you, but you're letting this go now. It doesn't serve you. Letting it go. Being prepared to see everything exactly as it is, the truth of the situation, and as a result you've gained incredible strength and wisdom. You're standing your own 2 feet, you're feeling quite self-empowered, almost victorious in a way. You're seeing things for what they are. You're honouring your truth, you're honouring your strength. It's not about perfection here. It's just about being real and being yourself and actually loving who you are. You've developed, you've been a bit of a battleground, but as a result, you've learned a great deal. You have the wounds, you have the war wounds, but they're healing, and you are standing strong. Standing strong because of the experiences that you've been through, Gemini. So well done. Well done. Wow. Okay, anything else? Thank you, Spirit, for Gemini in this reading. What else does Gemini need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So you're now doing an evaluation of what you've got. What have you got to work with? Where are you going? Where are you headed? What are the things that you need financially, professionally? You're doing a checklist of things that you need to attend to at the moment. You're quite self-focused because you're determined to commit to yourself and to get certain things done. So there's a period of time here, Gemini, where your head's down and you're really focused on the job at hand. People are noticing you. They're there on the sidelines waiting to support you. They're recognizing where you're at the moment. And, with gratitude, you just keep going. You keep going because you know this is an important period of time for you as you set yourself up and prepare for this new cycle in your life. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I love it. Okay, so this is definitely working towards stability, security. So I feel that this is a combination of your energy and also potentially an energy that matches your energy, someone that steps in matching your energy, Gemini. This is also not just about someone, but the everything that you're doing at the moment is going to create abundance in your life, security. And that's what you're focused on, is creating security, stability, financially, your home, your life in general. You're wanting that commitment to self. You want stability in your life. You want solid ground. So this is your focus. This is partially your energy and also what you're attracting into your life as well. Interesting. Someone, Spirit is working with you, speaking with you. Someone is also turning up in your life to say, I can offer you stability and security. You only attract what you are, the energy that you have yourself. Whatever your energy is what you're going to attract, Gemini. So if that's the energy that you want, then, doing this work on yourself is really important for the future. Yeah, you've definitely come to the end of a cycle. You're letting go these burdens. You're moving on. You know what it is that you don't want to carry around with you anymore. You don't want to carry a monkey on your back. You don't want to carry things on your back. You're going to let go the things that have tied you down, weighed you down. Now that could be the way you've been doing things in life, how you've been thinking about things, right? Where your focus has been. This does feel like a burden, doesn't it? Things have been emotionally unfulfilling and sad, not quite hitting the mark for you. You are ready to let all of that go. This is what you want. Illumination, freedom. Yeah, to be your true self, to feel self-empowered, to be in your zone and going for what it is that you want and honouring yourself in the process. It's facing up to the light and dark within you and going, you know what, I can accept that. I love all of who I am. This is life. This is what happens to all of us. And so you're prepared to let all of those burdens go. Hooray, which is wonderful. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. Let's pull a card from the Psychic Tarot deck. What else does Gemini need to know? For the 1st to the 7th of July. Thank you, Spirit. What an interesting time. The completion of a chapter in your life and really feeling strong in your energy, really focused on the things that you need to do. Let's take a look at the Sun card. So what does this beautiful Sun energy look and feel like for Gemini? What's all that about? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, love it. We've got the Balance card. Oh, this feels really powerful. You recognizing all of you and that you've got what it is that you need for the journey forward. I really feel that Spirit is with you. For many of you, there's your angels and spirit guides around you, assisting you and helping you at this time through this period of transformation. So the Balance card. Yeah, Spirit is very much overseeing this new part of the journey for you. Yeah, helping you to create balance and harmony in your inner life is very, very important at the moment. And it's also, as you create balance and harmony within, you're finding that in your external physical world as well. Yeah, things are coming back into alignment for you. And this could be in relationships, in love, in business, your career. It's everything. As you are getting your mojo back and recognizing what's important to you, you're letting burdens go and moving on. There's beautiful growth here. There's truth, there's authenticity, and balance is being returned to your life. Stability, yeah. So balance in all areas, you know, the pentacles, the cups, the wands, and the sword. It's balance in all areas of your life. Yeah. So it's also about remembering that what we perceive in our external world and in our reality is how we are seeing things, is what we manifest in our life. So it's so important that we mind the way we think about things. Watch what we're thinking. Be careful of our thoughts and careful of how we focus our energy, because that's what we're going to create in our life. If we are conflicted on the inside, our external life is going to sort of represent or manifest that conflict as well. So knowing that having periods of stillness and quiet is really important in order to regain balance back in your life. There's also a message here about some legal matters, and the message here is that justice is going to triumph for you. It could also be about karma, things coming back into balance. What's owed to you is coming back to you. It's also about, you know, treating people fairly, not taking advantage of people, creating a balanced life so that what we give out is what we receive is what we give out. Yeah. It's taking time to be careful with our thoughts, what it is that we do, making rational decisions, being honest and caring towards others, being responsible for our choices, Gemini. Yeah. So the Justice card is about keeping things in balance and things being restored to a place of balance, both internally and externally in our world. It's actually really a perfect card to have as you are experiencing completion of a chapter. And as a cycle closes, restoring balance is important. Now, you are integral in this because it is up to you to achieve that balance based on how you're thinking and where your energy is. So if you don't choose to let go of burdens and things that don't serve you, then you can't get to this beautiful place of balance and harmony in your life. However, if you do the work and you recognize, you're prepared to face the truths of yourself and your situation, and you let go of the negative thinking and the burdens that you've created, if you let go of those, then balance is restored. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so let's keep moving. A card from the Mary Magdalene deck for Gemini, please. A message for Gemini, 1st to the 7th of July. Thank you. What message do you have for Gemini? I love that balance is being restored, but you are an active participant in your life, Gemini, not passive. This is about you facing the truths and letting go of burdens from the past, unhelpful behaviours. We've got the perception card. Yes, it is about the way we are perceiving things. How are we perceiving things? Through what lens are we looking at our world and ourself? Oh, it's a very interesting card, isn't it? All right, let's take a look. Perception. How are you perceiving things? Yeah. Now, this is a message I wasn't expecting. Someone you are attracted to, Gemini, has a tendency to use others to fill their own void. To some extent, this is true of most relationships. However, in this particular case, the void wanting to be filled is insatiable, cannot be fulfilled. Nothing you say and do will ever be enough. So be very careful with this particular individual. I feel that there externalizing a lot and being quite critical, and so nothing or no one will ever be quite good enough. Don't be drawn to this kind of energy or this kind of person, Gemini, because that kind of person wants to draw you into their world, to shape you and mold you according to their own desires. It's quite a selfish energy, quite manipulative energy. So be very, very careful that you see clearly and you recognize that kind of energy in someone. So not everything this person says and does is exactly what is true or what is the reality of the situation. They're very good at colouring the situation to suit themselves, and it's always about how to meet their needs and not your own needs. So be very careful of this kind of energy, Gemini. So use your intuition and trust your natural instincts, Gemini, if there's something that you're feeling you need to be cautious about. We are not responsible for other people's well-being, only for our own, Gemini. So you do need to be very discerning in terms of your choices. Learn from lessons of the past as well. Be careful not to take on board the emotional baggage of other people, okay? People who are hurting or who are not healed will draw you into their world so that their void can be filled, that their lack of emotional fulfillment or whatever internal drama is happening for them, that they will use you and others to fill that void. So be very careful that you step back and see the difference between their energy and yours, that you see it for what it is. That comes from someone who's not healed. Yes, and just remember, you have no obligation to take on board someone else's emotional healing or their journeys. So just recognize that we're all responsible for our own journeys, Gemini. We cannot fix someone else. We cannot be there for someone else. We all have to live our own soul journey, and that includes the consequences of our own choices. We can have sympathy, not sympathy, I didn't want to say that. We can feel for someone, we can have empathy, we can have compassion is what I want to say, but we can't take on board, it's unwise to take on board someone else's lessons and emotional healing, the things that they need to learn. They've got to do that themselves. Yeah. So do your best to show compassion, but remain emotionally detached, and use your intuition. You'll know when this energy is, when it's happening. At first you may be drawn in and you want to show love and compassion and empathy for them, but remember, if it's starting to feel like it's draining you, and you'll need to do an assessment. Is it really to do with you, or is it their journey? And we cannot live someone else's journey, Gemini, can we? All right, so what other messages are coming up for Gemini at this time? Yes. Okay, I feel that there's just a couple of things you still need to be aware of. So Gemini, Spirit, what other messages does Gemini need to be aware of at this time? Is there something else that's coming up for Gemini? You're very aware of your own journey at the moment, very clear that you are assessing all things at the moment. Does something serve you or not serve you, and how you're planning your future going forward? Because the choices that you're making here are very important for the journey ahead. Yeah. Letting go of things that are a burden for you and heading towards brighter days. Ace of Spring. Yes, it's time to take action. You know, you are approaching that beautiful spring energy in your life, things looking fresh, creating something new in your life, feeling fearless, you know. I love the imagery on this card here, of the Sun card. This is feeling fearless, you know. This young child is naked, bareback on a horse. It's like going with this beautiful energy. I love that. And it's looking at the opportunities ahead for you, pursuing your dreams, looking at, you know, what can you create, what can you do, what fills your heart and your soul. You'll notice that there's a child in this card too. I love the beautiful innocence of children, and just that carefree attitude, and just going for it. Just going for it. Yeah, beautiful energy. So that's how you're feeling, Gemini. Yeah, it's time. It's your time. It's time for you to be you and to be fearless and to pursue what it is that you love. That's what it's all about, Gemini. Pursue what it is that you love. Go be you. Don't let other people hold you down or drain your energy. Seven of Spring. Don't back down from what you believe. Be courageous and stand up for yourself. Yeah. So if there are things that are challenging at the moment in terms of drawing you away from your life, drawing you away from your purpose and your passion, be determined to stay focused. Come back to you. Stand up for what it is that you believe. Whatever that might be at this time. Be careful of communication. Sometimes communication, people can come in and want to serve their own agenda, and they may come in fast and furious. There's a potential for that. I've never liked this particular card. It always feels a little bit negative to me that the person who's coming towards you is not really too caring about you. They just want to get a point across. So that's a potential, and that's where somebody will demand your response and want you to act quickly. And I remember earlier in the reading, it was like, take your time, pace yourself, do it in your timing. Yeah. Stand up for what you believe. Be careful of your communication. Yeah, the World card. This is the second time the World card has turned up here. So we've got the World here, success. This is all about success, completion, freedom to start a new chapter in your life. And knowing that the previous journey is now complete, you're ready to move forward. So 2 cards to confirm that. Amazing. You're feeling it, you know it. You're starting a new chapter in your life, which is beautiful. You're leaving the past burdens behind and ready to start something new. Yeah, I love it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Anything else for Gemini? Yeah, a real realization during the first week of July. King of Spring. Love this. A financial windfall is coming your way, Gemini. Now, of course, it could be slightly different timing for everybody. This is certainly prosperous, abundant, you feeling abundant. Now, right now, your leadership skills are needed, and the king has beautiful leadership skills, very wise, discerning. I feel for some of you that there's a king energy coming towards you, and this person may be present to assist you, or it could be multiple people who are professional in their own right, who have skill in a particular area, wisdom in a particular area. They're there to offer you advice, assist you with your financial planning, assist you in legal matters and decisions. A supporter of you, there to help you. There to help you build and create your future. I feel that you've got nothing to worry about, Gemini. You are being helped and supported at this time. Helped and supported. Wow. Okay. Well, we could keep going, couldn't we? But we're not going to. We're going to pause it there, and I'm going to pull a card from the Nature Whispers deck as a final card for your reading, Gemini. It's a great reading. Happy days ahead. So you're right on this brink of change. Keep your dreams alive. Yeah, right now it's really important to do that. Come back to you and to focus on what you know is right for you. Yeah, keep your dreams alive. Oh, I just love the images in this card, this deck. Yeah. So it's by Angela Hartfield, artwork done by Josephine Wall, Nature's Whispers. Love it, beautiful. Okay, keep your dreams alive. So start to identify plans, yep, well, we knew that here, and actions that will lead you to achieve your dreams and goals. Your dreams can become a reality. Of course, it depends on how focused you are and how good you are with your planning. This is a time when you need to be able to apply detailed planning in order to manifest your dreams and realize your goals. Now remember, back at the beginning of the reading, looking at what's going to emotionally fulfill you and the things that you need to keep and not keep in your life. Yeah, this is all about the planning, thinking about the future, what it is that you want to create. So stay focused on the practical side of things at this time and keep your feet firmly planted on the ground as we have this King of Pentacles. Yeah. It's easy to be distracted by several ideas, okay, we know that. This is distraction, this is not being able to make a choice or to see things clearly. So really keep it simple. Stay focused on what's realistic and achievable at this time, Gemini. use your common sense, take a pragmatic approach to everything right now, and that's going to help you gain the solution that you need. So it's seeing all sides of the situation, planning out your options, and asking yourself, is this going to lead to where I want to go at the end? But you've got to start somewhere, so don't procrastinate, Gemini. You're very good at doing that. So take the steps that you need to, that's going to bring you closer to your dreams. Yeah. So it is getting rid of the old thinking and worrying, and really being quite positive and practical about your approach to create your dreams in your life. You know, creating the balance. Things are coming back into balance in your life as you step into this new cycle. Letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, and really take a practical approach at how you're going to create your future. What an awesome reading for you, Gemini. So we'll finish with a Namaste blessing for you. Wishing you all the very best as you start into this month of July. It feels very significant. First month of the year after your birthday. Love it. Thank you, Spirit, for this guidance for Gemini. That's really beautiful. We've got a blessing of gratitude. So I'm going to read the blessing for you on the back. Be grateful for all your experiences, Gemini, for all in life serves a purpose. There is a blessing in all that did or didn't happen. There is a blessing unfolding in this very moment for you. So listen to your heart and follow its wisdom. Be mindful, for the journey is as important as the destination. Lovely. So Gemini, that is your reading for the 1st through to the 7th of July. Gemini, I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Certainly when we come to the end of a chapter in our life or end of a cycle, we can be looking at what's worked, what hasn't worked, and sometimes we can slip into that moment of regret. But, you know, Spirit is saying all experiences are valuable. The highs, the lows, the everything in between, they're all there to serve you and to be a blessing in your life. Everything is unfolding. You're transitioning through to the next chapter of your life. It looks beautiful, it looks hopeful. You get to create and focus on what it is that you want to do, your dreams and your goals. So be mindful that the journey is important, to enjoy the journey. It's not just about getting to a particular destination. So Gemini, I hope you've enjoyed that reading for the first week of July. If you have, give this video a thumbs up. I'm very happy for you to leave me a comment. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I invite you to subscribe, and don't forget to let other people know about Living with Spice. The Divine is here to help everyone. Have a brilliant first week of the month, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.